Hi everyone, this is just another kind of quick vlog, I suppose it is. I've done a vlog about Essen, day 2, Essen Spiel, and I haven't really got anything to show in this video. I do have fields of green that I couldn't resist picking up afterwards because you're gonna have something to punch out at night, right? And that's got all sorts of nice little goodies. There's a little extra pack there that comes with it. Really excited for that. Love Among the Stars, and as I said in the top 10, love the idea of all the extra stuff that it's adding. Today was a completely different day at Essen because, like, for a start, I'll apologise. Like, if I'm kind of sounding a little bit bunged up, I noticed as soon as I stepped out of the doors to go home from Essen today, that I started feeling my sinuses collapsing on themselves, or whatever happens to your sinuses, and my cold is kicking in overtime. But anyway, let's talk about the day. It was completely different to yesterday. Yesterday, as I said, I was on a mission. I had a list. I had an organised map. I'll show you the map. I've got a meticulously created folder here, like numbered. Go to this, then go to this. Look out for colonists, and then see how much Feast for Odin is. Get Cold Baron the card game. All the things that I ended up with yesterday. I think a couple I didn't get, but yes, it was very kind of meticulously organised and didn't really leave any time for anything else. And well, it did, but I was feeling very rough at the end of yesterday after all the kind of travelling and things and rushing around and carrying so much stuff. Not that I didn't end up carrying a lot of stuff today, because I was carrying a heavy bag for quite a lot of the day. It's lessons for if I manage to come next year. It's lessons for the future that maybe leave the things till later on. They're probably not going to sell out. Some things have though. That thankfully I've pre-ordered. Railroad Revolution has sold out. I'm very glad that I pre-ordered that. Although that would have been on the day 1 list had I not pre-ordered it, because I'm really looking forward to that. So the day, yes. So yesterday, that whole thing was a point to say yesterday I was on a mission to just get games. That's all I was concerned about, the new hotness, and it's kind of what I'm generally like at whenever I've been to these kind of things. Not that I've been to many, but I genuinely am kind of focused on the games and not much else. Today, I had a few things I wanted to do. Like I wanted to get a Rahdo sticker, but I had a couple of things in mind, but mainly I wanted to, since I was going to spend the whole day there, I wanted to walk up and down and kind of look at all the things that I had missed, or see if I could see some people. I had some meetings late in the day, but mainly it was a day of just wandering around halls, and I picked up a few games that were kind of still on my list, or maybe I'd put my name down for a couple. But it was incredibly surprising to see some people like at Aporta is the company for Avenue. I believe they recognised me from my top 10 because Avenue was 10, if you remember on that. And it's a very weird experience, like in an amazingly good way. But it's very strange to hear things like, "Oh, didn't you make that video?" A couple of people stopped me just as I was wandering around, and had seen a couple had seen the Essen videos, and one had just watched a lot of the playthroughs in general, which I know that people watch from the figures and everything, but it is very surreal to be kind of reminded in the flesh that, like, oh, these people are out there, your videos are out there, and it's not like, I don't know, I'm rambling. It's very, very surreal, but very fantastic at the same time that there are people out there watching and that recognise me there, and that I got to saw them and have a little quick chat with them. And what else happened today? I sat down and played some games, which I did not do yesterday. I don't know if I actually played anything yesterday, but I got to sit down and play Forestaurant with some of the guys from Cogitate Games, and some other people turned up just as I was being shown the game. So we had a 5-player game, and everything looked like it was going really well, and then it all just collapsed and we lost. But I have got a copy of that now to do a video on. And I have to say that if you've seen the website or seen any of the art for it, I had kind of gone in thinking, oh, this is going to be a kind of family style co-op game. Maybe I'll still like it. Hopefully it won't be too light for me. And it's not a heavy game by any means. It's quite straightforward and simple, but the way the game works in forcing you to do certain things, and you always have to think about certain animals can't sit next to others or can't serve other animals because of the food chain. So you can only play certain cards without stressing the other animals out, and stress is ultimately a countdown that ends the game. If you leave them waiting too long, they're going to get stressed. If you serve, you know, if prey serves a predator, then there's going to be stress added, and you know, all sorts of things can go wrong. But it was a great game for. It didn't seem like we just flipped a few cards and then it was over. You could see from the end of the game, you could look back and see, oh, we did this, this, and this wrong, and if we had done this, this, and this, maybe we could have kept going longer. I really like that about it. But you'll see more about that when I actually do a playthrough for it. But it looks very interesting. And yes, I asked, you can get, if you can't make it to Essen, you will be able to get it soon from forestaurantgame.com or cogitategames.com. I hope that's right because I'm saying it. So yeah, that's definitely one to check out, and as I say, there will be a video for it very soon. What else happened today? I went to see Gloomhaven. I tweeted a few pictures of it on my Twitter if you want to take a look, but there are, you know, plenty of people that have taken those pictures. It's Gloomhaven in the flesh on a table much too small for it, but it is amazing to see that game kind of there. It's been, well, not nebulous, but there's been some setbacks in it, not problems, but you know, setbacks of the scope of the game got huge, and then some manufacturing problems and things. But even though it's not here yet, it's quite an amazing step to see it right there in front of you, and see the sheer amount of content that's in it as well. It is crazy. Like when I saw the if you don't know about Gloomhaven, by the way, it's a dungeon crawler kind of without dice, a very lovely card system for combat where you have to play cards. There's an initiative order to when they come out to activate certain abilities, and dealing damage you draw from another deck that's got kind of, you know, ×1 crit, you double it, and those decks can all change over time. Your characters all have personal life goals, and when they're fulfilled, they retire, and you have to stop playing as that character and start a new character. But it's a kind of legacy thing, not in the sense of tearing things up, but in the sense of revealing new parts of the game. When a character retires, you'll get to choose a new character and open the box and see what the new class is, and as you do missions, you'll uncover the map. Some amazing things in Gloomhaven, but yeah, if you look at those pictures from anywhere, you'll see the sheer amount of content that's in it. There are so many cards, so many classes of character, all sorts of things. The scenario book is huge. The box itself is huge. I took a picture of just the lid of the box standing against a chair just to kind of give the impression of the scope of it. I've been excited about it ever since the Kickstarter, ever since the Rahdo run through of the Kickstarter prototype, and it's just that it's that step further is amazing to be able to see that part of it. And also, while I was taking a look at Gloomhaven, I didn't spot him at all because I was kind of bedazzled by Gloomhaven and its lovely minis and things, but I heard my name shouted by Paul Grogan. It was like he was telling me the rules of my name. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah, Paul Grogan's voice shouted my name. And we had a chat mainly about Gloomhaven because he is even more fanatical about Gloomhaven. Someone asked about the things that were in it, and he knew the number of monster standees in it, the number of cards off the top of his head. He is doing a rules video for it, so you know there is a reason for it, but he is incredibly into the game as well. And there's going to be a QR code on the manual that at the moment doesn't lead to anywhere, but it's going to lead to a gaming rules video. So that will be my first port of call when Gloomhaven arrives, and I can get to play it as quick as I can thanks to that video. But I thought about some things as well, where meeting Paul Grogan, and I met Rahdo and Jen in the day as well, which is incredible for me. Like, Rahdo is pretty much not the reason I started playing games, but definitely the reason that I found the type of games that I like. Like, I had watched plenty of other people and board games, and bought plenty of board games that some I clicked with, some I didn't click with, but it was definitely after watching Rahdo's videos that I found that, oh, there is, you can play all of these games without any conflict. Oh, I don't like conflict, like things like that just clicked for not realizing that, oh, there are all these games out here. I like boring, dry Euros. They're not boring to me, but you know, that kind of thing. It suddenly clicked in all these ways. So after watching these people, and Rahdo's probably the longest that I watched, though maybe I watched Tom Vassell and people like that before, but I've never really, you know, clicked with someone's opinion as much as Rahdo. And so to meet him after all this time was incredible. And it got me thinking as well about how nervous I was to meet these people. Like, there wasn't really time to be nervous when I met Paul, because he noticed me, and so we were already talking, so there's no time for messing about there. But, you know, seeing Rahdo and walking up to him, it was a very strange experience, and it got me thinking about how strange this is that you're thinking of them as these celebrities, but they, I don't know how to put it really, but they exist in this tiny world that, you know, a ton of people wouldn't know who the majority of people wouldn't know who these people are, but people like us that exist in this, you know, little board gaming world, they are the, you know, the icons of this world. And I don't know what my point is. It's just, it feels strange to be nervous, but also right at the same time. Anyway, let's talk about some of the games that I have got that aren't with me right now. So I mentioned Forestaurant is coming, Roundhouse, Hanamakoji, is that how you pronounce it? I haven't got anything written down in front of me, all the boxes or anything. Planet Defenders, Avenue, Order of the Gilded Compass, and the Peloponnese card game expansion, and things that I can't remember, I'm sure. Those are all coming up at some point, I don't know. I'm sure I'll have to increase the 2-video-a-week format for a little bit, just to kind of clear off this backlog. So yes, I was saying, the vlogs will go up first. There will be all of these playthroughs interspersed with it all. I have also today, there's one more haul to do, but I have walked around, I've done a kind of, I walked through almost all of the hauls today, kind of trying to show you what was in there and trying to give some kind of commentary on what is available in the hauls, just to kind of give you the experience of what it's like if you're not there. And it'll definitely show you the experience of crowded corridors. But if I haven't edited them or looked at them, but hopefully they are usable and they will go up very soon. I just felt like it was a waste of, I'm getting all these games to cover, sure, but I need to be doing more while I'm here to, not to justify it, but it feels like, you know, I owe the channel something. I owe you guys to, you know, show you what it was like to be here. And the camera's going blurry for some reason. I think it's because there is only a couple of minutes of battery left in this. But I think that's it for tonight's vlog. So in short, amazing day at Essen. And in future, try and do some more wandering around rather than being laser focused on all of the games that you want. Because, you know, the games will come out eventually. Probably, most of them will. But meeting these people and playing some of the games that I've had a chance to play today has been just incredible. And definitely, you know, I was incredibly excited about all of those games yesterday. And still am, don't get me wrong. But it was an amazing experience today. And I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow. And I think that's it for this crazy long vlog, but hopefully I will have edited it down to a reasonable length when you see it. I'm not looking forward to going through it. But that was it for today, everybody, and I will see you for hopefully I'll make one tomorrow. I'm not sure, because I will be leaving the show in the afternoon to, you know, get my train, get the plane back, and I'll be back in England in the night. So hopefully I'll make one, I'm not sure. But we'll see if anything happens tomorrow. Maybe nothing will happen. Anyway, I was finishing this, wasn't I? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.